So far, the entire story about the Maharashtra political crisis has been dominated by claims and counter-claims of the beleaguered Chief Minister Uddhav Thackerays and the rebel leader Eknath Shinde, whose number of supporters seems to be growing by the minute. But the fact of the matter is, just making claims is not going to be enough. Ultimately, there has to be a test on the floor of the House, and there will be several key characters, constitutional positions that will then emerge. Now, what we are going to tell you today is how this may play out and who will be the key characters in the day to come. Let's start with the Deputy Speaker of the Maharashtra Assembly, and this individual right now plays a very, very important role. So now Mr. Narhari Zirwal is the Deputy Speaker. What's unusual is that Maharashtra right now does not even have a speaker. The speaker, Nana Patole of the Congress party, had to quit his position once he was made Chief of the Congress in Maharashtra. So that position is right now vacant. All of that responsibility falls on the shoulders of the Deputy Speaker. The first thing the Deputy Speaker has to decide is whether the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena's move to disqualify MLAs from the Shinde camp is correct or not. For this, he has sent a notice to those MLAs, and that process will continue. He will be taking the call on that after listening to their side of the story. Now, the Deputy Speaker is from the NCP, but it's a constitutional position, and by the rules, he's supposed to be completely fair and unbiased on the decision that he makes. But that's not the only important job that he will have. Once the Assembly is in session officially, which is from July 18th, the Deputy Speaker can call for a floor test. And that really is the important one, because it's on the floor of the House that all these claims will eventually be proven true or false. The other big job that he will have is to actually conduct the floor test whenever it is time. And remember, this is very important because this is where the counting takes place of which MLAs are voting which way, and this will be conducted by the Deputy Speaker. But the Deputy Speaker is not the only constitutional authority in the picture. Remember, the Governor also has a very important role to play. The Maharashtra Governor can actually go ahead and dissolve the Assembly if the Chief Minister asks him to do so. He also has the right under the Constitution to use his own discretion if he feels the Chief Minister has lost the majority and if he does not want to take his advice to dissolve the Assembly of the state. He can also convene the Assembly to conduct a floor test before the actual session starts. So till 18 July, it is the Governor who can call for a floor test, and after 18 July, it's the Deputy Speaker. Now, apart from them, the Election Commission also has quite a crucial role to play, because remember, in this particular case, it's the fight for the Shiv Sena, the party. Mr. Shinde is claiming that he now represents the Shiv Sena. So it is the Election Commission who has to take a final call on that claim. It is the Election Commission who will decide which side the symbol, the election symbol of the Shiv Sena, the Dhanush, who does it really belong to, and if the government is dissolved, there is no clear answer in the floor test. It is the Election Commission that will call for the next round of elections. Now, in the middle of all of this, don't forget the courts. If any of these institutions makes a decision and the party on the other side doesn't agree with it, they can always go to court. So in the days to come, watch out for the decisions being made by these key players.